Um, I am just getting ready for this live, for this conversation. How's everyone? I like this blue as a background. This is my son's room, and the sun's shining outside here in Ireland, so it's beautiful. I'm drinking my apple juice. Let's do this. This is really, it's an exercise for me more than anyone else, okay? Because starting a video and talking to the phone is an interesting concept. So, there's no one here that I can ask questions and so on. So it is really, I'm going to do this. A way of communicating, right? It's in starting a live, being here, and then this is going to be saved and people can watch later and so on. But to be here and maintain and have this conversation when no one is asking a question or you don't have a co-host, it's a muscle, and that's a muscle that I am going to start to flex and have it happen for fun, for building up a way of really communicating with people and bringing on things that, what did I call, things that actually help on life and living, and more than trying to fix anyone, it's been here, it's showing up, and it's starting this conversation. These conversations that can take anywhere. I don't have a script. I actually have stuff that I wrote. And I can talk about. Anyway, so how is everyone? How are you? I mean, if you just, found this life, if you're here, you're like, I'm not okay. You know what I found? That usually we are so running on the automatic pilot, right? We function from this, we have this automatic pilot of way of being, and then we have the habit that's led by this just, we're doing this automatic, and then we go into a routine with that. And then suddenly you realize, oh my God, I'm not even happy with what it's happening here with, maybe going to work and then come back and then doing this and then doing that and then scrolling and not talking to someone or not having done with this, and so many ways that we can just live and not be living our lives, if you know what I mean. So many ways that you can just be like, this is the way, I like my habits and I like this routine. And you're not even asking a question. Okay, do I really like? Is this really what I would like to be doing? Can I add something? Can I change something? An example could be your diet. Like recently, my body got really ill, and it's to do with how I am looking after my body, with no judgment, or my habits and so on. And it just made me see like, wow, I just went to this automatic pilot of eating certain foods, or even breakfast. I would eat eggs every morning. It's like, why do I eat eggs every morning? I didn't really, it's sort of like I got this addiction to eggs in the morning, but I wasn't even thinking, maybe I can have a fruit salad, you know what I mean? I don't know if you get that in life, like how you create your life. And perhaps my body doesn't really want egg every day, which, it kind of showed me. Maybe my body wants a fruit salad. Maybe my body wants something different. So where is it that we don't really ask more questions to ourselves? If I do something different, if I eat something different, would my body like that? Would I be, happy? Would this be good? And that's really the conversation I want to bring up today, on how much we are not looking at a different way of living, a different diet, a different breakfast, a different job, something that it's more fulfilling, something that, you're not tired of it. So many people are going around and doing the job and coming home and having the dinner and scrolling up and going to sleep and doing that and becoming so happy, isolated, depressed. And what if it doesn't have to be like that? What can you ask? What can you create? What can you choose that could be different? With me and my body, I'm choosing something completely different. I'm choosing, to do something that will alleviate what's happening in my own way. I like natural way of looking at my body, of looking after it. So that's where I'm going. But with you and your body, what is it that you're not choosing for you? And that you bought that it has to be that way. But you're not even asking a question on what else could it be? How else could it be? Right? It's that, again, this, sort of, I've always done this and I'm unhappy and it's hard to change, and what can I do this, and how can I change this? So something that could assist on having more ease with change, it started to ask questions that always help. It can be anything, what really would I like to work with? Where would I like to live? Instead of being here on Instagram scrolling up or TikTok, what would I like to do? Could I start knitting? Could I start baking? The questions will start to give you more options, not with an answer attached, but the more you start to ask questions, and it could be just like, what other work I could do? What could I learn? And then let that goes, have the question, have that, okay. Don't be waiting for an answer, then you change. But you're already doing and bringing something different to you when you start to ask questions, because you're getting out of the conclusion what it is. And that's where we get stuck. Oh, my life is like that. I need to live here. I need to work with this. I need to be in this relationship. I need to eat the egg every morning because it's good, because I like. I need to, have my hair in a way. I need to. No, you don't need to anything. If you're that you need to know. You just go and, wow, okay, ask a question. What question can I ask? Creative counseling is here. Yay! I have one person in my life. Hello, creative counseling. You know what? I am so happy that we've touched base. Creative counseling is my very good friend, Michelle, that I know for many years. Anyone that, when you meet these friends that you haven't seen for a while, but it's almost like, we spoke yesterday. So that's the type of friend that she is. She rocks. And just even from the conversation I had with my friend this morning, it brings me to what I've been talking for the last 10 minutes. Like, when you get stuck on how life is and you stop on the questions, and then suddenly even life is giving you this boof. Okay, now there's a big change. What can I be and do here to follow up, to create more from this change? Which in case it's with my dear friend. But what if we don't have to wait for the big boo to come in our lives to change? What if we can ask now to yourself, okay, I'm not happy with this. I'm not happy how my life is. I'm not happy with this job. And for some reason, the job keeps coming and relationship keeps coming. And, whatever. I think we are becoming so isolated from the out world, and we are isolating ourselves from who we really are to ourselves, We kind of, let me do things on the automatic stuff here. And then we are not really looking at, Okay, do I really like eggs in the morning? Michelle, you missed my egg conversation. I realized I was eating egg every day, so for many years I've been ingesting 365 eggs in a year. At least there's a lot, a shit hole. It's a fuckload of eggs to ingest. And I just realized when I had my body telling me, there's a little bit of cholesterol high here. Yes, okay, it's not only the eggs, but looking at my diet, what I was eating, I was like, this doesn't make sense. But I wasn't asking questions, just like, okay, let me fry my egg and have with my coffee every morning. So this could be a little thing in my life, but I know that it kind of helped with my body showing me what's happening with now. What it is that you think is just a little thing in your life, and it could be, and if you change, could be a big change, could lead you to see something further than you're not looking at now. and more than the egg frying, that's showing me like, whoa, so I can do a breakfast that's totally different. I can do meals that's totally different than frying the egg and having the egg. What is it that you can do in your life that you're not even open to look at, be, and receive, and change? Yes, change can be hard. Change takes you out of your comfort zone. But as well as, what if you're comfortable in the uncomfortable zone that you created? And you're lying to yourself, thinking, oh no, I'm very comfortable, my life is very good. But deep down, you're like, oh my God, I'm so bored. I know I can have more, and I can be more, and I can receive, and I can go do things that's so much more exciting. So, what if you can, again, things that actually work, and I would say it does work for me and so many people, is asking questions. It's getting out of this is how it is, and okay, what can I create now? And ask any sort of questions, guys. But the question that you really, not really having a question that has an answer attached, like, okay, so if I do this, this will happen. But just start to ask and move your body and change environment and try something new. Oh, but scary. Yeah, it is scary. I mean, nowadays it's scary to call someone. When was the last time you called someone? People feel really scared by making a phone call nowadays. So, anything, if you put it in your mind, is scary. It's scary. I realized today that I get ghosted on a daily basis, guys. So, if I'm over the point of view that I'm ghosted and it's bad, then I can receive being ghosted, right? I am daily ghosted. One of my jobs is messaging people, and one of my capacities is to message people and ask for things. Hi, Teresa! So, I just realized today that I ask a lot of questions to people, and they're not very boring, okay? They're not like, they're interesting things, and there's a connection between those questions, but people just ghost. And that became the norm. It became the norm of nowadays, 2025, 2026. Oh, just not answer. And I'm not saying people do that. It can be like, just forget because so busy doing so many other things and don't answer. Or it can be like, I don't want to deal with this person now with this question. And you never get an answer. So why did I came to ghosting? I don't know. I just realized this morning, I thought it was really funny that I get ghosted daily. And then I'm creating this no point of view because I keep, I don't keep messaging the same person, okay? I'm not that insensitive to what people are choosing. But it does not stop me. Let's just say it does not stop me from messaging. And so, if you are being ghosted, or if you're ghosting yourself, and you're thinking, oh my God, people don't like me. Wow, get over it. Just, try to connect in another way. Talk to someone else. If I go to say, oh my God, they don't like me because they're ghosting me, or people are not answering. I think it's just the way that people are dealing in life nowadays. They either will be really excited to connect with you and answer, or they'll be like, oh, no, I don't want to talk to you. And it became more like black and white with so many platforms we have. I'm drinking my apple juice because this is me now. I drink apple juice. for my body. Yes, so from asking questions to ghosting, I don't remember the relation I had with it, but that's why I follow more the energy of the conversation rather than my head. Things that actually help you through life and living. And today I'm starting with the asking questions. And getting out of the automatic pilot. Is that how we say? I think it is. Piloto automático in Portuguese. And really being, really be like, okay, I'm not happy with this. Oh, I can change. Okay, I got so used to ghost people, but I can't answer people. People won't bite me if I answer them. You can go there as well. That's a cool thing to do, answer people. And I'm not talking to any particular person. I know that that's the sort of what's happening. And it's fine. You can ghost. It's totally fine. You cannot answer. You can forget to answer. You can make priorities in your life not to connect with people. But unfortunately, the more we connect with people, the more we see that it's fun. It's fun to be around people. It can be, different situations. But again, ask question. If I go to meet this person, if I go to this place, will this be fun for me, my body? Will I learn something with, and then follow that. The asking questions, guys, will assist you to have more ease, to get out of, this is the way things are. This is how I function. This is how I do things. And be more like, oh, okay. Because you will, at some point, get an awareness, get this sort of intuition, if you call, get this, okay, ask a question, and okay, I could go to this place. It can be silly things. Ask the question that if coffee or tea will be more fun. Or coffee, tea, my body would take. Does my body want a fried egg or a fruit salad? And that will start to become something that you can use more and more to have ease. Right? Because yes, we also get so much so comfortable with not having ease, with living a life that's just the way it is. That's just the way that life is, This is it. And what if it can be easier? What if it can be more fun? What if by stop ghosting people, you actually have cool conversations? What if, asking the question, you will have more of, an interesting day than getting out of, this is my life, and that's how it is. So, I'm going to end this live, and this is my muscle toned for this week on talking, not having anyone here, just actually talking and bringing you awarenesses and things that worked for me. And today we spoke about asking questions. So if you're seeing this in the future, if you have any questions, ask me, send me a DM. If you are ghosting people and it's not even like for you, you're not even having fun anymore, answer that person and see what happens. Don't be afraid to talk to people. Don't be afraid of having you. You rock at this, sister. Thank you. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you. Yes, it is a muscle that's for 2026. I am, exercising. It's here. It's talking to you. It's talking to no one. It's talking to the energy of what comes up. All of us can do that. And what if by being you and asking more questions, you can become more happier, more fulfilled, and getting out of, the conclusion of who you are and what you can create. Thank you, and see you next week. Yes, I'll be here every Tuesday. Every Tuesday talking about something that could actually work for you. Bye. Thank you. Take care.